We just sued the group that's supporting Trap Boy Freddy and supporting them. We just sent it to the civil rights. And when you go into civil rights, it talks about racism against the government, a bar, a hotel, organization, and we just sued the people that dancing to Trap Boy Freddy. Let me tell you, racism words was being said to me in Carrollton, Texas. You dumb and you retarded in Carrollton, Texas. Terrorizing me. You scared of your little brother. And you dumb and you retarded. I won't take it. I want ticket from City Hall, and I want ticket from Carrollton, Texas, and I want ticket from anybody in that community over there on Trinity Mills and Midway. I want to take the lies from the mayor. You want to support racism? You want to support a black man that's talking and terrorizing people and calling people out their name? I'm going to sue you for it. So the same company that's sitting up there, dancing. You know what I just told Miss Crystal? And I just told the judge, nobody give a damn about their jewelry. We care about honesty. We care about honesty. We care about honesty. I just sent her the message to the judge. We care about honesty. We don't care about your damn jewelry, what you dance to. We care about if you going to keep it real with the American people. God say, keep it real, but you ain't keeping it real. They care more about a piece of jewelry than being honest and the code of honesty, the code of keeping it real. I'm from New Orleans, and we live by the G code. Can you live by the G code? I'm from New Orleans. G code, what it died by, abide by. Can you live by a Trap Boy Freddy now? God said, can Texas live by the G code? Can you live by it? When Drake talked about me on the song and MO3 and Trap Boy, I don't got time for it. The man want to continue to lie. He want to continue to bring up lies. Him in this city want to continue to lie. That same group that's on here. God said, PM, you want to dance to Trap Boy Freddy? God gonna make you out an example. Oh, Boosie think he gonna beat something. No, bitch, you ain't gonna beat a damn thing because Joe Biden and Trump, they still do not get it. They still do not get it. They still trying. Marvel told me, the guy that plays on side of Captain America with the wings and other Marvel people, told me what y'all was gonna do. Do you know? And y'all Dallas showing y'all ass, right? He told me what lies and racism, everything is coming out like it's supposed. I took drama at Newman Smith High School, so when it's time for me to leave this community, I'm going to LA Film Production. Nobody not going to be by, and you can keep the line right. You can keep, and I'm going to tell Miss Crystal, while you in that Trap Boy Freddy, pick up a Social Security book. While you're in there, I want them to give you a Social Security book. I want you to get your education on Social Security. Social Security been going up 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%. It goes up every year. So the more you want to lie and tell you, like Trump was right down here. Hillary Clinton had my social media account. They was already watching me. The mayor, let me tell you what the mayor is. People want the mayor to forgive, and he's going to do it again. God said, when we leave, the people going to lie and stay and keep their money with God. But God said, when we leave, I'm taking God in the spirit with me. When we leave. So I want them to know, hey, this have got out of control. And they still letting it go on. They still letting you jackasses do what you do. I want you to go to CNN and then when they told me all this fake acting and this preacher was talking about my kid. I want you to go, you see, you caught up in your delusion and you think it's all about you. God don't care about your jewelry. God said, I jacked that necklace from you. I don't care about all of that. But they too coward to see when you're lying. People don't want to step 15 feet and see your spiritual side. They don't want to step 15 feet and see the spiritual side of your lies. and Boosie lies. It make you left a nasty taste in my mouth. God don't want to deal with it. God don't want to deal with it. And they still taking it. This is how you want to play it? And we got to countersue the Justice Department for another $30 million. They want to continue to let this go on, right? They want to continue. One girl was laughing with a G. I see everybody on my page, and I know we got some texts on my page, but let me tell you something. Everybody on my page, this is truth and honesty, what people did me in the community late at night. This is truth and honesty, but they lie because the mayor cares about when they was turning left. I don't respect him. And he talk about discipline. God said, discipline when City Hall be removed and not let a racist piece of crap stays in there because they black people care about themselves, right? This is how you want it, right? This is how racism want it. This is how the black and white and Mexican want it and the politics want it, right? Right? No, one thing, I'm not trying to date no woman that got no job because they so busy listening to other niggas and taking me for granted. I'm not trying to get into that. God said we will stay single until the right time comes. And God said when niggas keep listening, women keep listening to niggas and they paying attention to hip hop, that can be the most dangerous thing in the relationship. They paying attention to the lies and the fictions that Boosie and Yellow Breeze and them talk about. They paying attention to the lies and the fiction. And Trap Boyfriend, I'm not got to deal with it. So the more they keep laughing, the more things gotta be pushed back. The more dumb behavior, the more I gotta be pushed back. And the more it's gonna look bad on you. And you are a threat. The more you wait, and I told the Justice Department, the more you get Dallas lying self and the mayor lying self, time is wasted. The enemy of lies, Dallas and them and Yellow Breeze and Trap Bar Freddy of lies. You giving them chances. The enemy to strike. And I'm going to put the Justice Department in jail with the Mayor Eric Johnson, with the Justice Department, if this don't get handled. I already filed a civil rights complaint on the Justice Department for them to get arrested for believing the lies of the mayor and believing the lies of you. What was said in Carrollton, you must have put your hand on, but you say things that with you terrorism, you dumb and retarded, with street takeover, antagonism. God said, the same people that's listening to you, I don't want nothing to do with them. And they gonna get mad and they pass by me with jealousy and evil and deception. I see them. God see it. God see the Holy Spirit. He sees it. But you talking about you a liar. You a liar. And then the mayor want to sit up there and get away where he getting away with things. He supposed to know. God said, I ain't giving you that chance to take me out again. I ain't giving you that chance to do harm on me and you faking your love for me when you broke your trust with me. Texas have broke the trust. And the mayor, just because you got the community to trust does not mean you got God trust. You broke that, Mayor. You broke that state of Texas. You broke those trusts. You broke that. You broke that trust. And Governor Abbott can smile all you want. And the church in the city say they're using me. You don't know what I know. You see, we can win either way. Because other states are interested in me when Governor Abbott taking me for granted and the state of Texas racism. You don't know what I know. And I believe Miss Nancy Pelosi gonna talk to every hood and every city in different state when you take me for granted, Texas. When lies and racism. Miss Nancy Pelosi said something. Let me tell you, God said, I hold the power too. And we got to talk to every jail. God said, ain't nothing. We hold the power too. When you recognize real and honesty, you don't care what the cost it is. So God said, I caught on to something on CNN and then that caught my attention because I really want to go to LA film production. And I'm looking forward to just going on campus, starting over new. And I'm gonna be single, just focusing on growth and education. And that's the thing. Whatever relationship come on, it comes on. I took drama in school. I'm really looking forward for the new opportunities and the new things that going. Because I took drama at Newman Smith when Denzel Washington threw the punchline, and he didn't mention my name. He threw the punchline, but I saw what he did for Black Panther. I'm like, hold up, the guy that played Black Panther, and I'm like, and he probably didn't want to do it, but he just do it out the heart because somebody paid. So I'm just looking forward for something that's just greater. They can have it if they will continue to lie, they can have it. We're on a new journey. But and DJ Khaled remind me of my teacher, Miss Gulo. She wanted me to go to and find my acting dream. And I think when I was in third class at Newman Smith, we should have did a lot more better than we presented it to me. But we didn't have the parents that want to let us go in the house with this girl and let us just talk and work on our project. So we had to work in the backyard. So DJ Khaled remind me of Miss Gulo. He remind me when he said it on Facebook. It reminded me of Miss Gulo. And Miss Gulo convinced me. I had like 4 more years left of school. People thought I graduated. If you look in 08 except that's not. I had a lot more years left. And I was on Newman Smith. I was on Mary Grind campus. And nobody never know that. That was the best decision that Miss Gulo ever told me to do. My theater teacher, because that really took me to the farthest limit, and it's still I'm able to go through jobs and be in classes and able to still go through things and still grow. I'm so glad that I just actually, when Mr. Pouncey and her and my other teachers did with that, I'm so, it said as long as I'm in school, nothing can happen to me. They got to decide what punishment, because with Kevion, a teacher cursed me out, the Carrollton police came and got me from my class at Newman Smith High School. Came and got me, and Miss Gulo was like, "This ain't the third Miss Chastity. This ain't fair," because Mr. Isley was not trying to listen. So, but before Mr. Pouncey can even catch on to what Mr. Isley did, after the detention, we all sat in office, and they said, "Hubert, nobody can decide what discipline you get but us, as long as you're on school campus." Because the Carrollton, y'all got to realize, the Carrollton police station is right across the street from Newman Smith. So when I'm on there with my friends from Perry and Kevion and them and everything, and it's right across the street. And like a couple of times I got in trouble, said, "He could stay out of trouble, stay out of trouble." My one of my friends in my apartment threw a reed pipe, and I got in trouble for that reed pipe. And and it was like, "Hubert, stay out of trouble. Your friend don't have no business throwing that weed pipe over your apartment door." So in Carrollton, Texas. So same thing. I went to Dallas courtroom before, but I went to the other Dallas courtroom. And the people in the Ladera apartment that I stayed in off Midway, a girl, Rick had hit this girl from hitting me, coming trying to hit me, and she tried to say I hit her. And I've been telling this guy, an apartment complex manager, I want to thank him, because if it won't be for him, of the other courthouse, he saw everything that happened. He like, Hugh, I ain't gonna let this go down. When you know there's good people out there in the world, and this guy is security guard, he not scared, and it's sad. if you got a security guard in the apartment complex, they're not scared more than a American citizen scared. That is sad. But you got a community. You ever watch this movie? And I can't find this movie with Bill Gates in it. No, when not with Bill Gates, with Bill Cosby and the guy off the Five Heartbeats. He touched this stone and he have superpowers. And the other guy off of Five Heartbeats and what's his name? Orlando Brown plays in it, and a couple of other actors. And 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 I can't seem to find the movie anymore. On Disney app, they got him just as a superhero, but they don't got him in the community where Bill Cosby and Bill Cosby took this and what's his name on Five Heartbeats. It's gonna take me a while to get into my Disney account, but Bill Cosby and the community stepped up to the bullies. And once he got the superhero and the guy off the Five Heartbeats, that one of them that lift him off the balcony, that lift him off the balcony. The next time you come by my royalties, you see me 9 to 5. You understand me? Get me up, get me up. When he was talking to a client, get me up, get me up. The next time you talk about my royalties and 9 to 5 when I'm talking to 9 to 5. So Five Heartbeats was a very inspirational movie. There's still so much work that need to be done. We haven't finished. So so I can't find that movie with Bill Cosby in it. The thing is with Bill Cosby, everybody's hard on Bill Cosby, but they don't want to accept for what he did for everybody. And they don't take in consideration and for what he did and how much he I watched Raven Simone, how much he did for everybody. He changed. People only human. And I think, they took that the wrong way, you know what I'm saying? And they need to acknowledge it. They could have gave Bill Cosby 200, 1,000 hours of community service. And I think when you put somebody in that state that did so much, and he's at that age, you need to give him other discipline to understand it. So you need to understand it like literally. Like I don't think that Bill Cosby and that role model, and this is not about Trap Boy Freddy. We talking about Bill Cosby here. They should have did him a lot different. You would have to pay, then you have to do 1,000 hours or 2,000 hours community service. I think you putting him in that situation that you should have never put him at. He's a role model and he did so much. It's other ways where you could have, and nobody think that. So those are the things that with those matters and everything in all of those situations. So those are the things where Bill Cosby played the big part of everybody's life, and he did so much that we don't actually recognize. We only human. We understand that, and that public figure, you have to find other ways with somebody like that in Bill Cosby character. You have to find other ways. And people need to know he's a target and you have to understand that. And I don't think that was right. I don't think that was right in any kind of way that they could have did something a little different. They could have put him on house arrest for a year or 2 years the whole time and he's got money coming in. If he needs to do a movie or something, he let them know. But he comes right back home. And they know everything with it. Talk to state. People don't realize if you're on the monitor, you're doing some everything. You need to be talking to state about if somebody in that high quality, and you see Orlando Brown on house, and and that high, if he got a house arrest and he's a big celebrity like that, he needs. And we're not talking about trap. We're not getting Trap Boy Freddy, because this is about that. We're not giving those things. But I want them to know I don't have time for you. I want you to know before your actions, because Governor Abbott was watching with Joe Biden and Obama. And the mayor job is at risk. His job is at risk. They not getting away because people care about themselves and their communities. The city hall and them members are going to be put to death by the Justice Department. And that's a guaranteed. They playing dumb and playing innocent. God said, keep playing when you broke the trust of me. Your people mean nothing. But God said, I just told Miss Crystal, God said, when you leave. I leave in the spirit. They love them more than they love us. They hear them more than they love us. Rules was broken by the call center. They say they want to love you like they love Boosie, like they love Tupac. Who want to love me like they love God? They scared. Boosie's scared to say that. The people that love so much loved him because the understanding of lying, that real. God kept it real when they didn't keep it real. Trust has been broken. And nobody understand that. I'm not coming to hang out. And they keep playing dumb. And we gonna keep playing. We gonna stand our ground. You keep playing dumb. You stupid motherfuckers in the mayor, Eric Johnson. Keep playing dumb. Then they talking about letting them go after he want to know. Balance gotta be. He care about the people that they care about they self in church in the city. They care about they self in the community. God say, we can't be together or be friends because you listen to the enemy. You listen to lies. You let them manipulate you. But the man want to still get away with things. You don't know, Trump already knew. And they got to move. Let some happen. I bet you Yellow Breeze are going to die in that jail. For lying and racism, for conspiracy to lie. Drake talked about me on the song. Boosie going down, and then he laughing about it. That's sad, bro. That's sad. He laughing and getting away with it. That's the saddest part what's going on here. He lied and he laughing about it. He laughing about it. God said that's pitiful. That's the saddest thing ever. That's sad. And he laughing about it, just smiling. You can keep your money and your lying racism. I already won a war between McDonald's already. And God said, when you start a spirit behavior, a deception, and everybody that's around you and Brown, you saw racism. We already know what was going on. But you are crossing lines that I told you, I just told the Justice Department, I hope while you're in that bitch, you need to go pick up a book by Social Security. You lying little fucker. You need to go pick it up. But you don't know what I know, but don't worry about it. When Dallas want to waste their time, but don't get mad because you put all your time and your effort into Yellow Breeze and them lying ass. And don't get mad when God sent my child somewhere else to chase his value when he's valuable. And he sent him somewhere else where racism and black and Mexican take him for granted. And the Dallas, Texas lying ass and Governor Abbott. Don't get mad when God sent me somewhere else to take me somewhere else. So those things in there, hey, as long as we see the mayor, anything happen, the mayor's gonna go to jail, right? The Texas legislators, all these people that know about it, Trump was down here watching you, right? He was down here watching you dummies when he was down here at the American Lions Center, right? Hey, God said usually we gonna get a satisfaction out there. And I told the Justice Department, cut no one no slack. Don't give the mayor and city hall and them a free pass because they privileged. Hey, God said whatever happens. Hey, usually we see the mayor. We had asked for everybody that sit behind Governor Abbott to be arrested. So since they played with me a lot, let me tell you why they put me in there. I want to tell you why things happen the way it is. Number one, they needed me to talk about that blueprint because you have no hip hop. You have nothing. I want you to know something. The fate of hip hop and country and techno, you can make a lot of money. But you talking about somebody that sold my soul. I bet you if they bring my Trump bring those documents of my network and the network senators bring my network of talking to people from UK. I don't care. My connection with the whole world matters more than your lies. The connection matter. I sold my soul. Shut your dumb self at when the connection and the buying more is more than anything. Let me tell you something. When it comes to tax dollar, they rather hear them out and don't hear us out. They want us to stick by the rules of Social Security, but business can't stick by the rules. Business can't stick. They lied to us. It can't work like that. It can't work like that. When you want Social Security, business have to stick it. You can't have it to both one word. You can't have it both ways where business is not sticking by the rules. When I say treat us as equal, not faking your love for us and treating us bad, not faking a love for us and treating us as equal and not handling us like we belittle, like we have no sense. You have to treat us as the same for we can grow as the same. So we have to understand that when it comes to disability, I sure don't want to be treated like a bully. I need you to understand me when I want growth and Walmart don't understand that. The Texas business and other people don't understand that. What I mean about that is they don't understand God. And solely Senator Ted doesn't understand it. So, those things is a must need, but I'm not gonna get into those things, man. So we understand those things, right? So have your things together. You need to, hey, I hope they give you a big book. I hope you get a degree about Social Security. I hope you wake up, dog. I hope you wake up. I hope you get a degree, whatever you. But before, when you come out, I want you to know when you come out, Trap Boy Freddy. I want to see what you learned about Social Security. You talk a whole lot of things, but I want you to see what you learned about it. I want you to educate yourself because you're not educated. You just assuming things, right? You just assuming things. You live a fiction, right? Hey, you City Hall member them going down with me. Hey, legislators, right? Trump was down here, right? And they still letting the dumb stuff going on, right? Hillary Clinton, Obama, and them was watching, right? Right? Hey, I want to know how they gonna continue to let this go on. Hey, it's going on too much. Hey, hey, Governor Abbott don't want to let me go because he know they gonna lose more. And these niggas keep trying me. Keep trying me. Hey, hey, they keep trying me. Yellow Breezy look like a dummy. Boy, they look like a dummy and they count money right now. That money probably been jacked. These niggas in Dallas probably jacked that money. Took it from other people. I don't care. Shit. I wanna be something from I earned. I don't want nothing that I have to jack from somebody, nigga. I don't want nothing that I have to jack from somebody. I want something that I'ma earn, that I have to earn by working. I don't want nothing that I have to jack from anyone. That's sad. I worked on this project in the Galleria Mall. I didn't talk to other kids and other people, and things are not going to come true because of your lies in the Galleria Mall. I didn't talk to other people in the Garland Library at the Garland Library. How they know things are not going to happen because of y'all lies in Dallas, and we got to walk away? How are the people in other counties, especially in that Willabin Mall, in Plano Willabin Mall, they're gonna have to walk away and their dreams of the project not gonna come true. And they gonna have to and they have to realize the building and the other projects will never be built again. How would they like that? So that's the sad part, man. You know, that's the sad part with that situation. That is the sad part with that situation. I took that and I had to start doing things on my own. And I had to start doing things on my own, showing my little acting, showing that I took drama in my favorite shows that I like. It's gonna take me a lot to do a lot of restructuring. Rookie of the Year is my favorite, favorite cartoon. Rookie of the Year. So my favorite movie, Rookie of the Year. So with the guy at the end of the movie, he started crying. So it's hard to get around those people that have those personalities. Boy, you better leave Tupac on it, boy. Big P Diddy out of it.
All right, it's finally time to get. With the relationship. Back to Tupac really pissed off Daddy.
Hey, man, look. I don't. Let me tell you something. I like that interview when um Pusha T said he met Birdman in the elevator. He said, "You good? You good? You good? You good?" Oh, they got my guy off of. Man, I'm a big actor. What? Taylor Swift was my favorite actor off of Deadpool. Man, I seen him in many other movies. I've been watching him since he was a kid. I've been watching him since he got in the acting business. Man, you gotta be a big fan of his before Deadpool. Like everybody, if you're gonna actually, you gotta be a big fan of him. Just friend, you gotta be a big fan of him. Like if I was in front of him, he asked me about every move. Like he wouldn't even know what to do. It'd take me time to think, but I get him on it. Like I name different parts of movies that I like with him in it. I don't Wolverine. What kind of? I see Taylor Wolverine was kind of scary though. X Men with him seeing him with his mouth off like that. I didn't like it. Like literally, I didn't like him seeing him as an actor when he had no mouth, and I'm like I didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? I already know my coworkers now my friends already.
Easy and effective CRM to drive growth.
Trust me, some of them.
You didn't come there to become your friend. And this leads into some who believe that they need to keep their enemies closer than it is
The enemy closer. How the enemy could be closer when God is there? I don't believe in that. We don't have to answer to him. How can we understand and we believe in the same God? Co-workers, Shajun. I gotta tell him something. How can you believe when we believe in God? We can't be enemies. We can't be enemies. We can only show love for each other because we believe in God and we win together. I don't believe in that when we believe in God and we have God got betrayed, but I don't believe in there and when I'm on a different goal. I don't believe in that. God said you always watch out for the spirit, but you don't do those things. You know what I'm saying? God had play a big part of our life and he's in all of that. Trust me, understanding each other is the most important thing. But some people might don't understand. I can have a disagreement and I might come back on the conversation. I might think on it with somebody. This guy talking about I might think about it. A person might tell me something and I might have to think on it. I'm gonna have to like I thought about what you said, okay. And I'm gonna take 3 or 4 days. It probably take me 4 days or 5 days. And you tell me about something and I'm gonna have to think on it. Because if you telling me about it and to get your point of view across, let me think about what I think about all the scenarios. But I'm still a book that love your neighbor, but never arguing with them about their point of views. We can, God said, we can always come back to that point of view of your friend or your coworker or your point of views or their point of views later. People don't realize stuff. It's always things to be worked out with the point of views. Nothing's never said in stone when we talking about point of views. So nothing ever said in stone. So we have to understand that when we talking about point of views, and people at the Garland train, I had to think on that. It's some of the things I had to think on, but that don't mean they're my enemy. Because I believe we can work on so many things, and I think we just misunderstood. Everybody get misunderstood, but people don't know each year, it doesn't matter if election, we can always sit at the table. If we had a government to be like, oh, we can work out everybody's issues. But let me sit up there like Santa Claus, right? Santa, everybody get a whole Christmas letter, right? If you write your issues, even a grown up, people don't probably, if you write all your issues to Santa Claus and you drop it off to the box, it might take him a while to understand and work the key turns out to get your Christmas wish. So the thing is, it takes time and progress. Sorry, guys, it got my lips. It takes time and progress. We're not saying that issues can't be worked out. But the society and the government, they make it think only certain issues, people that vote, their own issues get worked out. No. People don't want America to be peaceful. They don't want evil to be taken away. They don't want the devil to disappear. That's something you don't see the devil eat anyway. It's a fiction. Because you don't even believe in God all the way to even get the chance to see him. And you're not going to see him in his back. You don't even believe in his imagination. No human is not going to see. No human. It's a fiction. It's imagining your dreams. It's a fiction. No human not going to get to see him. That's just the greatest thing that you don't understand with that. They're like on Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z is my favorite show, right? And I love Dragon Ball Z. But you know when they first have Dragon Vegeta Squad, what that is? What's the name? Frieza Squad. And they had the thing to see the power level. God can see the power level of your spirit. He know when you don't believe. He know when you don't believe, and we have to understand those things. One thing, I can never be the enemy because I can always make a change in those formats. You know what I'm saying? And they can never be the enemy. It's which way they want to change the direction of who I'm hanging out with. What you want to change about you and for you can win. Let me tell you, when I came up with this blueprint, and it's for Bloods and Crips, when I came, this is for everybody to win. Stop thinking that you can't have nothing. Don't you get tired of getting out of jail, not having nothing? When you go, you have your own foundation. You have mansions, your homeboys have mansions, and your homeboy keeping your mansion safe. But they have to know when rules not be crossed, it, right? So they have to know when rules don't need to be crossed. It's a code that if a homeboy says something, don't tell him. It's a code. We have to set codes for that. So if we have Blood Island, Crip Island, everybody have to, but we got to learn how to straighten up our business to have to stop the blood and stop not want to have anything when you go to jail and you get out not having nothing. Damn, don't y'all want to die? You just want to die with your name in a rag, or you want to die with mansions and having islands? If this happened, if this project goes the way it's supposed to go, we're gonna see a zero in the crime in the neighborhood. The kids gonna be able, but the only thing you're gonna be able to protect is your island. You gotta leave that up to the cops. The cops are gonna do their other job. You gotta leave that up to them. That's something you gotta leave that up to them. That's their job to keep the neighborhood. They was in St. Louis talking. No, it's their job to keep their to keep those things safe. So it's their job to keep those things safe. It's the police job to keep the neighborhoods and the kids safe. When you have your own island, your thing, Blood Island, all y'all niggas got your own mansions on there. It's your job to keep those things safe. If I was a part of Young Money, I'd be like Wayne Hill. 500 Degrees was my best album. It was one of my best. I love 500 Degrees. What else Wayne do a 500 Degree Rebirth album? And he have all of his Young Money, all Cash Money, have Manifest Drake, 3 double edition CDs of 500 Degrees. He can do the rebirth of 400 Degrees and 500 Degrees. Collateral it back together, the rebirth of it. That means we redoing everything. We're gonna do everything. I don't think Juvenile, everybody said Juvenile, he said he's not the same anymore. And I think he is the same. I think he is the same, but his voice, he still got that same voice. Juvenile voice, but I think he can do way more. And I really think Juvenile can do this way more than anything. I don't think he changed. I think he still rap the same. I don't think he changed at all what Juvenile. Do you think Juvenile changed? No, he's still the same. He's still like 400 Degrees. But he can still get his voice. He can still get his voice into the avenue. He can still get his voice. His voice can't be changed. And he can still get his voice. And you got to understand that, where he can still get his voice. So we have to understand, like, he can just still get his voice, and Juvenile voice haven't been lost. So I think Juvenile voice is still the same, but he can get back to it. You know, he gonna have to do some voice classes, to get his voice back to. I think it can still happen. It can still happen. So I don't think Juvenile is his voice have. I don't think his voice having changed and the success of it. And he talking about running the trap house. Boy, little trap boy Freddie. Let me tell you, if I run the trap house, everybody have computers and everybody be going to school. Nigga, you just talking about doing this. Everybody be going to school. Everybody have a computer. A woman pick their own bed up. Bitch, we going to a furniture place. We picking your own bed out. We doing all of that. No. You got a computer, you getting a desktop. No, look, we doing everything. You don't know how to run a trap house. Everybody in that getting an education. Everybody and the woman get what they need. You talking about running things. You cooking up the pie. Well, no. You have your women do the same thing, but you can't teach your women about the system. And let me tell you, every time a police stop me, I go on civil rights sidewalk. You see, when I go to court October the 3rd, and I sit in front of the prosecutors and Wale, they force me across the street with intimidation, look down on me at the camera with intimidation, look down on me with intimidation. Those things had to have a great understanding of intimidation. So when we look at that camera, they wanted to show they superior, and they wanted to intimidate me. When you go on the civil rights, it talks about local government. It talks about did this happen in the local government with a police officer. It talks about business place. If you get discriminated over sex, races, native, it talks about all of that on the civil rights. So it talks about all that on the civil rights. It talks about that all on the Civil Rights Act. Local government discrimination, disability, drugs, or whatever it is, they discriminating. Age, it talks about that. Sex, native, color, race, orientation. It talks about all of that in the civil rights. So when the community keep antagonizing, we keep going to the civil rights. So we understand those things, but you gotta, the most thing that we have to understand, and I'm still learning, and God gave me this gift, is not spiritual games. Spiritual games. So that's the most thing where other humans can play spiritual games. So that's where we got to understand when spiritual games are being played. It's humans been doing this for billions of years, playing mind games and spiritual games. And you got to realize the human behavior, how those things is in those formats. A spiritual behavior, low vibration deception can play a part where we have to understand it. The most thing when we talk about relationships, I don't judge if I have one income coming in. I never judge that, but I don't want a woman to be ungrateful and not be humble towards me, towards a man. And me and Loves and Samantha talked about those things, but we're gonna tag it in this post on my tablet. But I don't want people to be ungrateful. Relationship boundaries, and you let other people get in your head, or you care with. I don't want those things to happen. I've been through too much to be in those type of relationships. Right now, Trap Boy Freddy is confusing people. Y'all playing the side of Triple D, Yellow Breezy, Big Tuck, and I'm not out to play that game with you, man. The enemy can keep a distance. And these girls that work at these jobs, they want to be a part of you. And God won't have that. I don't want no girl in that business that's going to cause me problems or listening to y'all music. I don't want none of that to happen. And that's the choice that I have to understand, where those things I don't want to happen. Now they talk about discipline. He needs to step down. I don't trust this man. I don't trust him. We always have to understand the understanding of the mind and understanding how humans play. This doctor in Dallas playing a mind physical game with me. I haven't got no damn money from that lying ass city, but they want to support you, right? I hope you know what my action this caused. The same person, God don't care about your damn jewelry. He don't care about your damn jewelry. He care about truth and honesty. And I want nothing to do with you. God don't, but people in church in the city want to get mad. They're using me. You getting used. God said we can walk away. You know, the cowboys always want to let go of people, right? That's the thing with them. They never figure out the strategy plan or what goes on with the team and how they can strategize in a different plan on the lineman and on a running back. They just give up on them. They just give up on them. And that's the thing with Jerry Jones. He quite not understanding yet. He giving up on his players. And that's what the matter of fact. And when players go and win other championship, that be the biggest downfall of the NFLs and the teams. Because you think it's that player and it's actually your coaching. It's actually your teammates. Not your teammates. It's actually, you're not willing, let me take that back. You're actually not willing to strategize what's causing the problem on the line. Why the running back and the fullback is not getting the hold they need. You're willing to just give up on your team. And that's the thing with Jerry Jones. He want to trade people all the time and think that, and he's always restructuring, and he still haven't figured out the key plan to it. You got to give your quarterback. I have one person on the side, a person on the side of me, and another person. You have to give your quarterback enough time to see. If you have three people, the line protecting them, you have three people in the back protecting the quarterback. Those things, give him enough time to give to the wide receiver, and you have to understand those goals. And another thing about me and Mirza and what y'all did on Facebook, Mirza had an argument about me and Sabina, what y'all did on Facebook, and why I didn't fight for the relationship when y'all disturbed that connection on Facebook. And I tried. I was getting arguments about cheating and doing all of those things, and we have female friends trying to get between us. And Demir told me something. I tried, and every time I tried, either Demir get on her Facebook or her brother tell me to leave. I tried to fight for a connection. I tried. And Demir told me something when he left. He told me I had that leave when CB was gone. You know, the hardest thing in life that I had to see somebody, the hardest thing I had to remember, because when people, cousins and friends, I don't like the way you and Sabina act with each other. I don't like how y'all do things. I don't like the way you act with each other. I don't like how to be, and the hardest thing I had to understand is hurting someone I love and I didn't mean to, and that haunts me every day to see her cry and I had to wipe that tear from her. And that's when you hurt someone you love, you have to understand that stuck with you. Watching them cry and you want to wipe their tear away. And that's something on that computer that I have to live with. That's something I have to deal with on someone you love and you didn't meant to do it but you get tired of their cousin and their friends. You want somebody to treat their cousin well. You don't want somebody to treat people wrong. So, that pain is going to stuck with me. That memory is going to be stuck with me that I hurt somebody I loved. And the mayor's still thinking he's getting away with stuff and all the rest of them. And Governor Abbott. That's not right, man. And Governor Abbott for his people. And the community for their people. And Governor Abbott, you have showed that time and time again. You and Senator Ted and them for your people. And you care about nobody but these regular people with disability. You don't think I've been told about you? It's something that a teacher told me at Newman Smith that we was going to deal with you. It's something that a long time ago, I knew I was going to deal with you when I was at Newman Smith. When I first got my job, I knew you was going to have to be dealt with, senators, and with racism businesses and community. The first time I got my job at Newman Smith, I knew this day was going to come. I know I was going to have to deal with you. And you goddamn right I was going to deal with you. You goddamn right. Those are the things that we was going to deal with. Let me tell you something. You bail without my permission, I sue you. You can have it. Your lying and your racism can have it, Texas. But if you bail, that's an automatic sue on the racism community and Jay Prince and them. So I want to let them know you bail with your racism and lies. And I take from you. Now this project can start a lot of issues. And I can leave them alone. I can leave you alone. God said we don't have to deal with it. But Jay Prince won't be smiling as Finesse talked about me on a song all the way. See, Jay Prince got dumbness written on him. More dumbness written on him. And he don't know I've been connecting to everybody, but they want to be selfish and racist, right? And the mayor is still trying to get away. The mayor is still trying to get away, and Governor Abbott's smiling. Governor Abbott, I guess the white people and the black people gonna let your racism get away, right? Just because they worked for you, the black man worked for me, he get a free pass, right? We're going to tell the city hall. Just because the black man worked for you, you get a free pass, right? I'm going to tell it just civil rights. Just because the mayor and city hall members work for you, the racist black man worked for you, he get a free pass, right? Tum Tum with his lying self. Oh, I've been knowing Tum Tum was going to be a problem for me. Oh, I've been knowing since 2000, since he got on interviews. It's what they're going to keep letting go on. And Tum Tum going to be put to death. They say they're going to be the murder charge. I told Joe Biden that the Texas saying that, Boosie and Yellow Breezy and Big Tuck and them saying that, right? Who's going to get paid under the table? Who's going to pay the judge? I bet you 8 and 7-year-old kids be on the block and you dumbass niggas be put to death. I can't wait to see the legislators go to jail and lose their job and be put to death. God said, I'm going to be watching. And if you don't do it, and Joe Biden, no, things need to be done. They say the horoscope, they had a complete change of heart. Why racism have a complete change of heart? Texas have a complete change of heart. Lies, Walmart. My horoscope, they had a complete change. I don't want to change. I don't want you to have a change of heart of me when you got a racist issue. But I told Miss Krista something. Even when at the Justice Department didn't agree on me, I would have kind of sued them. I don't want my ex-girlfriend to have a kind of heart. I don't want none of them. This is something that's different. But let me tell you something. My son will break those rules that you stand for. I want my son, whenever he goes into a store and see a black and white racist person treating a disability wrong, I don't care if he go to a Social Security office. I want him to address it. And he's going to know what to do. He's going to know what to do. He's going to know what to do against y'all. When you stand for them, Senator Ted, he care about them. God said that's how you care about. You care about businesses, but you don't care about, you rather hit them up, but you don't, it doesn't matter about the vote. We still should be heard. A piece of paper doesn't mean nothing, but you need to hear the spirit out. But we the one that's not getting heard. We the one that's constantly getting ignored in the businesses and that Social Security. Well, they advance. Why they keep on advancing. Why they keep on advancing. No, I sat in church today and I saw the mindsets, and I'm not judging nobody, but I'm nothing the same. Because I fight for a purpose. I'm not the same with the same mindsets up in there. Because I fight for a bigger purpose. I set up in church in the city. I'm not the same. Because I fight for a bigger purpose. We are not the same when I sit in that church. I feel like we have no compares in the spirit. I feel like it's off when I sit there. I feel like I'm not judging nobody, but I feel like we are not on the same understanding. We are not on the same goal that we are trying to attack. And you have no understanding of those things. The kids was in there. No, I really didn't. I was really I had to close my eyes to take my eyes off the spirit of the kids. And that's that thing when I'm seeing the spiritual side. And I have to identify those things. But I'm not going to give my enemy a chance. God said they can't even protect us. And they want us to stay. They look after themselves with no faith. But you think you understand what we about. But you don't understand what we about. You know, Orion said something in church and the city. He got the nerve to use me. Orion, you ain't using me, none of you. Because y'all don't have change. You don't have change. They say, listen to no man. But let me tell you something. A guy in Carrollton, Texas, said something that spirit is not your own when Goodman Miller lied on me. That spirit that you got is not your own. Right? When that Carrollton police took me in that car, that spirit that you got is not your own. Right? God said, I tell your loved ones I'm sleeping in my heavens. Him and Jesus. But they don't know my spirit have left my heavens and into the heart that is pure. I move mountains and I move spirits, but I don't have to move the spirit all the way out the body. You know, I told the Justice Department and the Civil Rights on the Jim Jones sound, the game said something about the niggas with the money ain't scared. The person that believes in God ain't scared. The person that believes in God, that have that bigger power and that American flag ain't scared. You mad because you don't believe in God, Trap Boy Freddy, Big Tuck? Y'all mind is so stuck. They don't want y'all to heal. Women so busy don't want other people to heal. But you ain't going to stop me from having a free mind. Thank you. Then they play, I'm a Tesla. Let me tell you. Then they wanted to take what they wanted to take from me. You keep doing what you're doing. And they still out there. I told Miss Crystal, they act like they scared of us. And they the one that's racist, that's not trying to understand. But they want compassion. After you done did what you did, they want compassion. When you break rules, that what you want to be. And look what's going on in Dallas. Terrorism and all of those things going on. And Dallas tried to play me. Look what's going on. Look at the racism. And I'm watching out for the same person that got robbed, right? But Dallas stupidity caused it. The government caused it with their stupidity, right? Look how dumb the mayor is looking. And they still doing it. Hey, they want me to have compassion when they took from me. And Boosie lied. And you took Boosie's side. And Joe Biden, it's not right for your workers to break rules and taunt and laugh and hang up in disability face. But they care about themselves and the community care about their tax dollars more. You know when I saw in that Galleria Mall a Mexican with a kid, holding a kid acting like she's gay. You know what I told Miss Crystal? But you the one that got a racist problem. The same people that's being racist, the black and Mexican, I'm going to protect my kid from you. The same people that's going that Galleria Mall and want to hide something, that's the same thing that you doing with your racism and black and Mexican. The black and Mexican, I'm going to protect my kid from you. I'm going to protect my kid for what you stand for. Just like I was trying to protect my stepson. I'm going to protect him for what you stand for. To not be around your racist rules and stand for something. When your community and your society, the same what you did me in that mall. That's the same. You think Gainesville getting away with what they did? The mayor, oh, it ain't far from over, mayor. You gonna help me get back my son that you took and lied. Oh, the mayor about to pimp. Oh, this is far from over. This is far from over. This is far from over, Texas, Governor Abbott. This is far from over. Tampering with it. I'm not going to tell you in your face, but I'm going to tell the civil rights and to talk about family matter. You going to help me get back my kid, or you going to go to jail for it? State of Texas, Gainesville. You going to help me get back my kid, or you going to go to jail for it? Governor Abbott. Or you going to go to jail for it? For racism. And right on that civil rights thing, and talk about relationship and family and racism behavior. Senators know. You're going to help me get back my kid, or you're going to be arrested for it. State of Texas, Gainesville. Now you playing with fire. Hey, you going to help me get back my kid, or you going to get arrested for it? You see, you like to lie behind. The mayor instead of smiling while the black hatred tampering with my case. And what it's going to get you to do jail time, mayor. And you know I was innocent with your racism courtroom in Gainesville. Tampering with stuff. And that's going to cost you. So either this how this going to go. You help me get back my kid, or we going to have a problem. Or you going to pay the price for it. For tampering with things. You think you that clever. The mayor ain't getting away that far. He is not getting away so easy. And he not out to play victim and innocent in all of this. He is not about to play innocent in all of this. Tampering with my case. And I'm going to tell him, if you don't help me get back my kid, you are going to be arrested. Governor Abbott. And I'm going to make this very clear to the city rights on issue that you lied about when you ignored me and laughed and taunted. And you know I was innocent. So let me tell you some of this. You're going to help me get back my kid, senators. or we going to have a big problem. I don't know how you got to do it. And I'm about to message Joe Biden by the racism of tampering with stuff. The racism mayor and city hall in Texas tampering with stuff. That protective service was sitting outside that business. You think I didn't know? You think I didn't know what you tampered with? That's going to cost you. Now, I don't care how you got to get it. If I don't, that Gainesville judge and that prosecutor and the lawyers going to jail. And the mayor. Now, I have an amendment. And we can play this little racist game if you want. We can play it. We can play it. You don't help me get back my kid, Mayor. Hey, I'm not crazy, guys. We just go to civil rights and play this game with them. It's so many lies. Let me tell you something. Trump know the truth. Obama and them know the truth. But Dallas lie. But continue to let them lie. So, if Trump was down here and FBI was watching down here, what that mean? You intimidated, terrorized, antagonated the mind, and did all of those things, right? Everybody okay? You antagonated the mind, right? But you understand it, right? The only time I'ma do songs with you niggas is in my house and you sending tracks to me. So let me tell you something. If the senator and them don't help me get my son back and tampering with stuff, I'm asking for everybody to be arrested, include the mayor. He ain't dumb. That racist Gainesville ain't dumb. And Governor Abbott to be arrested. And the mayor and city, they are not dumb. See, they didn't check with Trump like they said they was going to check. They didn't check. See, they wouldn't have had that informant in there. You see, when they believed the mayor and them lies, you didn't check with Trump like you said you was going to check. Me and that guy in Dallas County, and he do artwork. He knows he's an informant, but at 12 or 1 o'clock at night, we going to have to let him go. But that's not all you wanted from me, right? You wanted me to open up about that blueprint, right? How I supposed to open up and stupidity happening in Dallas? You see, that's what we can't understand. They are not telling you everything. They're not telling you everything. Why? 2 reasons. You can't expect old people to open up about a blueprint where they don't want to listen. And they know they was wrong. It was more. And that doctor talking about you playing like you. All right, you can't make nobody listen to the opinions about it. When I was talking about the blueprint in the mall, I had other kids being selfish. It was different where you got grown-ups in the business of Galleria Mall, and they have the most intelligent, more than the other minds. And they willing to be reasonable about it and say that's a good idea. The hair salons, Everybody in the mall, with the Willoughby Mall in Plano, the Galleria in Garland. Man, look, I talked to people the day I got arrested. I talked to people at that Garland Library. I sit up there and connected and sit up there. I didn't just walk away after I talked in the connection. We talked. We spent time sitting there. But Trump ain't telling you everything. People in UK wanted to be on my team. I have talked to people in LA, from California, LA, Hollywood, and I seen them on the streets, and they say what they show me talent. Off live, they show me their talent, and everybody saying California and New York, Hubert, I hope you make it. Chicago, Detroit. It's the bind is more important. The connection, us spending time with each other. Let me tell you, the way y'all doing things, y'all don't understand the way me, Mirza, and Sabina used to do it when we was in Carrollton. We recorded and we cook while we recorded. We watch movies while we recorded. And that's the thing. I talked to Rick. We was by Mirza's house. I say, Rick, we would be all of us be still hanging out if we wouldn't let other people get into our friendship and our thing. And he would say, Rick said, you're right. We let other people get in that friendship and get into our relationship where they just try to destroy it. So we have to understand what we mean about those things and how we mean about it. I don't want to, let me tell you something. I want Boosie to stay where he at. I want Boosie to do him. I ain't trying to kick it with him or do anything with that man. I ain't trying to do anything with him, man. I wish him the best of luck. I see the way Boosie keep his distance from what Kevin Gates, keep his distance away from him. And you got to be the same way with him, man. I want nothing to do with that line, man. I want nothing to do with the fake love he gives and the fake lies. I want nothing to do with you. Why they should go ahead with that. You want somebody. And they be so scared because they so busy. Let me tell you. Go ahead with that, man. I said, I'm going to tell her civil rights. The state of Texas and Governor Abbott, help me get my son back. I want the mayor in Gainesville put in jail for tampering with it. And they're going to sit up there lying on the disability, discrimination coming from Governor Abbott. This can happen either way. We can play this game if you want. So what we're going to do, we're going to do this. We're going to go to the civil rights. Either Governor Abbott in the state of Texas help me get my kid back, or Gainesville lose their job and they be put in jail for 20 years and the mayor be put in jail for 20 years. That is a racism move. That is a lying community move. And I want the Crystal to look at all the facts before you arrest Gainesville CPS. Yes, I want them to look at all the facts. I want you to look at the facts with the mayor and look at when the protective services was outside my house in there. And we're going to talk about that. Why the Gainesville should be arrested. So either you help me get back or you go to jail. And the mayor's still not being moved.
Hey guys, welcome back to
He's still not being moved. You know, God said you care about him more. His thing is what he can do more than I can do, and that's what that is, right? That is a racism move. So you want to play this? You still care about him more? And that's what's going on with the city of Dallas. You still care about him more, and you don't want to remove that lying racist man and his city hall members? You don't want to remove him? It seems like you care about him. That's another 30 million. You seem like you care about that man more and that black racist city hall member? They matter more. He got more value. God said my value matter too. I matter too than that racist black mayor. I matter too, and that's another 30 million. You talking about I don't matter and you can't remove him? That's how you community feel? That's how you black people feel? Let's talk about it. I want another 30 million for not being removed. For saying racist words. I want another 30 million. I'm walking away from that coward. I'm walking away from white and black and people that act like they're scared and they the one that got the problem. We walk away with understanding. And I just told them we take God with us. But they going to keep their church alive because they really don't believe in God. They love the love of the prophet of God. Tell that racist man to leave me alone. Tell that racist city hall member and the mayor to leave me alone with his black racist self. And another black woman standing and saying, I don't care. You need to be removed. Balance need to be given. You care about him more, right? This is how you want to play it. This is how you want to play it, City Hall, right? This is how your community and your black and white and Mexican want to play it, right? This is how you want to play it, right? I want another 30 million. This is how you want to play it, racism, right? I ain't trying to kick it with you or stay with you because you a threat. You a threat. You are a threat to me. You are a threat. The mayor is a threat. And every Texan that believes in that lying yellow brick, you are a threat to me. I'm not trying to be in the arms of somebody that don't understand me. And the church women act like they understand God, but they truly down for Texas and the racism that comes with it. Either they help me get my son back or Gainesville be arrested. I want to see arrest happen. And they still thinking I'm a joke. No, I'm going to tell them the civil rights, the state of Texas still taking me for a joke. The mayor Eric Johnson and Governor Abbott still taking God for a joke. That racism, piece of black piece of crap. You know, he say he own the city. Racism of a black man on this city, right? Right? You say you own this city, right? But a woman thirsty when she after listening to niggas and we don't breathe the same. I'm not going to let you come in my world and tear everything down I built for your lying, your racism, and your trap boy Freddie. I'm not going to let you tell everything because you think and you want to listen to other people's opinion. I'm done with you. God said many people are going to try to get close to you, but do they deserve it? When their ears are out on the music industry, do they deserve it? They want us to have sympathy. Governor Abbott